We are here with Tim Jefferson from Human Chain. Another year is passing in the Mobile Congress in Barcelona here in Spain. What do you think about what did you see in this conference? Did you see some innovation?
Yes, I think there's been a lot of innovation this year. There's a lot of movement within the marketplace, a lot of changes with mobile handsets, mobile operating systems coming to the fore rather than mobile network operators, and new services being able to be deployed on ever more functional handsets, bigger screens, faster processors, and also new emerging technologies such as NFC contactless, e-money, those and mobile money type of services coming through, where new ecosystems are being developed, potentially with existing players, but also potentially bringing in new players.
Yeah. What do you think about the merge of Nokia and Microsoft? Because everybody is speaking about. What do you think?
Nokia is a long-established player in the marketplace. I believe it sold 132 million handsets the last quarter last year, compared with the next biggest reseller, which is 40 million from Samsung. There's a lot more life in the old dog yet. But it's interesting, though. I think really, seriously, it is very interesting because we are now seeing Microsoft has not been particularly successful with Windows Phone 7. The issue for Nokia has been the complexity to deliver across Symbian, Series 60, Series 40, now with MeeGo, and they have therefore the potential to do very well indeed. It's a marriage of convenience, but it's also very good for potentially for both parties.
I didn't see any Mimo on the market, but probably
MeeGo. They are due later this year, which is interesting because that's roughly the same time as Windows Phone 7.
Yes, it's interesting.
I think that what's quite important though is that it tells us also that people cannot produce closed loop type of operating systems. We're moving towards an open operating system environment.
So, Tim, we met some years ago in London for NFC conference. Do you think that 2012 could be the year of NFC finally or not?
Yeah, it's good question. NFC is an enabler. It has to have the handsets. It has to have good customer-facing propositions which customers understand, willing to pay for, and are simple to use. See some value in as well. Also, it has to have the handsets, which has been an issue, technology issue, and also commercially, but also has to have an ecosystem that actually works, i.e. it has to have an acceptance network, whether or not it be a point-of-sale acceptance network or a transit network that you can actually use, or an advertising post-to-service discovery type of network. That is happening now, but it takes time to develop, and I think you're right, 2012 is going to be the year of some takeoff. What I can tell you, though, is that we know that IC chips, 50 million have been sold already. So we would expect to handset manufacturers. And they don't buy them for the fun of it. They bought them because they believe genuinely that they will be able to deploy handsets. The Human Chain does not believe you'll see more than 5 or 10 million handsets in the market this year, but we do believe you'll see 50 million plus handsets in the market next year.
Last question. Human Chain work globally. What do you think? Which is the geography that is performing very well in terms of innovation on mobile?
I think you'll see some major changes in the US market. The US market has mass, really big mass. Forgetting obviously China or the Indian subcontinent, it is a very well established market, but it has relatively old handsets. Handset churn is increasing very rapidly, and they have a very hungry audience for mobile.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. I hope to see you next time somewhere in the world.
Francesco, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.